dripping, flesh, blood dripping, stained. And the colors of war. Fear, gripping, heartbeat skipping, rocked to the very core. Can't take it no more, the whore he shall shot. Frozen stare. In his eyes you could see such fear. Digging the graves of brothers, burying the sons of mothers. It doesn't take a bullet to cripple a man whose battle plan is to stay alive, to survive the next broadside, the bums bursting in air. Yet for 25 hours it was cannon versus prayer. These are the nightmares of war. Of a redcoat Boston at Bunker Hill, of Trenton and Valley Forge where more than gunpowder was spilled, of Antietam and Chancellorsville and Gettysburg, and the red badge of courage they all deserved. But this is the reason we can celebrate the 4th of July. Because young men raise the Star-Spangled Banner to the sky. This is the reason this house stands united. Because young men like him fought brother against brother as they invaded. Every step into the South as they blockaded. Every port and river mouth singing, "Oh Shenandoah, I long to see you." Mind disconnected, food, sleep neglected. Yes, to remind himself to breathe. Morphine injected, open wounds infected. He can't breathe. Struck by the sight he sees, he shall shut. But rose and stare. In his eyes, you could see such fear. He can't even remember his own name. Yeah, the god of war took that away. In a single day, he's become an old man who can't stop shaking, pacing back and forth at the word bomb. He hits the floor, shouting, "No more, no more. These are the nightmares of war." Of Verdun and Somme, the trenches of hell. Of Pearl Harbor in the Pacific, where more than rain fell. Of D-Day at Normandy. And the Battle of the Bulge, of a flag on a hill at Iwo Jima. And the sight at Hiroshima of enough, the shell shock. This is the reason the Allies were victorious in the Great War. Because young men fought on the distant shore. This is the reason our children do not pledge allegiance to the Nazis' black, white, and red. Because young men like him stormed the beaches, crossed the minefields, and when the stitches bled, they whistled. Left, 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 right, left. Walking through the fire, marching through the mire, this cause does require everything. But sir, what if this cause isn't worth everything? What if the innocent we mistreat? Well, human rights meet Willie Pete, sir. What if the war that starts on paper is a receipt paid for and bought by a Blackwater elite? What if it ain't right? But in war, there are no unwounded soldiers. And these are their nightmares. Of a Tet New Year at Quezon. A little girl torched with napalm. Of Charlie Company just following orders at Me Lai. And 1 year later, outcry of dictators we've empowered, who left countries shattered, of Highway 80 caught in a desert storm. Radioactive shells have left children deformed, of Fallujah, Iraq, and the laser-guided bombs at Bunker busted the market. Civilians ate the target, but when 2 journalists are shot in the streets, WikiLeaks of the new helicopters in New Baghdad, written hellfire on this mad, mad world. It's like a video game. But in this one, those 2 children in that white van don't respawn. Yo, what is he fighting for is never a question he should have to ask. But today it's just the question he has to ask. Because he's having such nightmares. Of a daughter growing up without a father. Of a wife stripped of her husband by a letter. Laid in an unmarked grave as he died for nothing to say. He's shell-shocked in a frozen stare. In his eyes, you could see such fear. He has so many scars that tell stories, so many fear for life worries, but when does it become too many for you, sir? This story I'm telling is for you, sir. It's all for you. I've painted the picture clear. You sign a paper and 1 million die. Soundproofed walls so you can't hear them cry. Sir, all I bloody ask is why young men have to die. He's shell-shocked in the frozen stare. In his eyes, nothing was there.